Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Elizabeth. I'm coming to you from Sedona, Arizona. It is Thursday, April 2nd, 2020, and this is going to be a reading for Taurus. Hello, Taurus. So this is good for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. And if you are cross-watching, feel free to switch around the characters as always. This is going to be a timeless reading, but just for linear purposes, we'll say for the month of April. Taurus, you are headed into your solar return. So for those of you celebrating in April, happy birthday. And we have a lot of activity going on with Venus and with Taurus. So our full moon in Libra, that's coming up in a few days. Next week, I believe, Venus is your ruler, so it's going to activate your ruling planet. And then the new moon in Taurus on April 22nd or 23rd, depending on where you are in the world, obviously is going to be a time that's going to activate very strongly, like new beginnings for you, new possibilities, new opportunities in relationship and career, in all aspects of your life, really. And then the full moon in Taurus will be in the beginning of May. So a lot of activity for you guys. Uranus is transiting through Taurus since 2019 and will be there until 2026. So for you, Taurus, it affects everyone, but I think especially you, being a sign, you're the first earth sign in the zodiac, you're the cardinal sign. So you are initiating your springtime, or in the southern hemisphere, you would be the beginning of fall. And so just that season where everything's fresh and where we want to start new things and do new things, that is sort of your energy. Being an earth sign, being very grounded and practical and hardworking, but also being ruled by Venus, all about pleasure and relationships and love. And so there's sort of like this beautiful dualistic nature that Taurus holds between the practical, right, and then the sort of sensualness of things. It's a really beautiful energy that you guys have. So that's exciting. I want to mention that you can find me on Instagram at Elizabeth Light Tarot. That's Elizabeth with a Z. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, just message me. Message me here on YouTube, or you can message me on Instagram or Facebook, whatever works for you. All right, guys, so let's get started with your reading. The first thing that I want to do is pull a crystal for you, not a crystal card, but an actual stone. I've got 4 of them here, and each of them has a message, like a message. So I'm just going to pull one, and I kind of shuffle them around a little bit and feel into your energy. Message for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the month of April. You got relax. I did a collective reading today. This is moss agate, by the way. And the other ones were passion, tiger's eye, clear quartz, wealth, aventurine, green aventurine, dream. So you got relax, and the collective got relaxed today in a reading that I did for the collective, which I'm having trouble uploading. So we'll see which one of these gets uploaded first. But moss agate is heart opening. As you can see, it's green. It does have flecks of red in it as well. Not all of them do have flecks of red. So this is it works with the root chakra. It works with the heart chakra. But also moss agate works to sort of calm the central nervous system, calm the mental chatter in the mind, and help us to relax, like almost on a cellular level, right? And it also, moss agate brings in fertility, abundance, being able to create, from a really authentic space, and grow things around us. When you think about moss, the way that it kind of just like grows on everything, moss agate helps us to grow the things that we love through being in a state of relaxation. So it's like manifesting through a very peaceful place. And so that's the message for you, Taurus, is relax. Okay, I love it. Let's do an earth magic card for you, and that's the Oracle deck by Stephen Farmer. And I thought, since you are the first of the earth signs, let's do an Earth Magic card for you. I've pre-shuffled the decks. I have burned a very powerful frankincense and myrrh over all of my decks today, and created a clear and sacred space in which to do these readings. And as always, I call in the divine with love and light. And I call in the archangels at the four corners of the world. Call in Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon. Sandalphon will ground the reading and bring in information from Gaia. And Archangel Metatron will open up the channel to the Akashic realm by connecting us with the Rainbow Bridge. I call in the 6 elements, earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today. One card, please, for Taurus. I love it. Gaia, nurturing. How perfect for you, Taurus. How perfect for you. So the energy of Gaia is, you know, we can refer to the planet that we live on as Earth, and that is her name, Mother Earth. Gaia is the idea that the Earth itself and everything on it has a consciousness, a collective consciousness in which everything is connected, in which where one part suffers, everything suffers. Where one part is abundant, it provides abundance for everything else. The interconnectedness of all things. And that this planet that we are on, just like us, is a conscious living being that can feel, right? That can have disharmony, that can have harmony. It can experience all of the positive, negative, neutral things that we as humans experience. You know, Gaia, she is our mother. And how perfect for Taurus, and how this Gaia energy loves us so much, wants us to nurture ourselves. That was something that I was really feeling in my meditative session for Taurus, was this idea of really nurturing yourselves at this time, really giving yourself what you need, giving your body the rest that it needs, or conversely, the exercise and movement that it needs, especially during the times that we're in right now. And you can see here, like all of the animals that are with her, the lush, lush land, that rainbow down there. It's a little nod to Archangel Metatron, the rainbow that's sort of like coming from her hand. Just about love and nurturing, respect, you know, having respect for all living things, understanding the connectedness between everything. And that was something, you know, that I've really been feeling since this big shift on our planet and everything that's been happening, is how we are actually really experiencing how everything is connected, how everything is related, how one thing goes to another thing, goes to another thing, goes to another thing. Think about that just in your life right now, and how you've seen that, right? It's been really powerful. And if you want to know more about that, maybe watch the video that I'm going to post from today. I did a reading outside in a cave in Sedona, so it was a really special reading for the collective. But that's coming through for you, Taurus. And again, just being this earth sign that is so connected into the earth. And how is your connection with nature right now? How is your connection with your own physical body? How is that connection for you? So, you know, you'll know that. You'll know that. Okay, and so we're gonna do an animal oracle from the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I want to get you guys an animal totem. And again, I've really shuffled these decks really well, so we're just going to do one quick shuffle. There is a healing taking place right now all over the earth. I know it may not seem that way, but there is a healing that's taking place. And for those of you who have been, you know, paying attention, you can see the dolphins returning to the canals in Venice in Italy. You can see skies in Los Angeles just like clearing up, the smog going away. Like all of these things that we've all had to take a time out, you know, a rest period. And, you know, and that's internal for us as well. Resetting, a detoxification, and nurturing that. Really nurturing that, like a surrendering to that. Horse spirit, freedom is yours. Little Sag energy coming in. It's a master number 33, so that's like an angel number. Now with this horse is sort of like looking down. It's a white horse, and that's symbolizing like a purity, and that's why I was talking about like this this cleansing that's happening right now, this cleansing around the world, cleansing of our heart space, cleansing of Gaia, of the air, of the waters, of all of the activity from humans just being at home, how that is purifying. It's purifying. It's even purifying you, even if you don't feel it right now. It is. And the white horse coming in to symbolize purity, and the horse is a symbol of freedom. I think there was even another, you know, some article about horses like running wild, and, you know, the wild horses really coming out more. They represent freedom, the freedom to run and to roam. And so maybe, you know, because we're really restricted right now, you could be feeling the opposite of this. Like, I don't feel free at all. I feel stuck in my house. I'm going crazy. You know, just know that Spirit is acknowledging that. Spirit is acknowledging that. And perhaps is saying that this is leading to a greater freedom, because in this time we're really going to be reassessing and reevaluating, you know, what doesn't serve us anymore, what we don't really need, all the things that we thought that we needed. And especially for you, Taurus, because your ruling planet of Venus is activated in this full moon in Libra, so that's going to be able to let you like release and purge the things that you need to let go of. And then as the new moon hits in Taurus at the end of the month on the 22nd/23rd, which is also Earth Day, being able to set new intentions. What's going to make you feel free? You know, is it releasing a lot of things? A purification, like a detox, an emotional detox, a physical detox, a mental detox. So we'll see what wants to come through in the tarot reading. We're going to pull one more just to get some more earth energy, because I really wanted to start this reading to ground it for you. And this is the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards. And this is by Michelle A. Matuzas. Michelle A. Matuzas. She's a really lovely woman. So we're going to take one Shamanic Healing. I'm just going to do one shuffle since they have been shuffled already. And so we can get a better idea of what this theme is. I think more than one card may want to come out for you from this deck, Taurus. I was feeling a heart healing happening for you guys. And even in your pre-shuffle, I was seeing a lot of cups energy. Like it started with the 4 of Cups, which is like this feeling of sort of apathy and just like, ugh, and not, you know, being bored with the cups that you have. And then this 4th cup is coming in. You don't want that one. And then it went to the 7 of Cups, which is signifying, you know, sort of like an illusion, confusion. And then there was the 8 of Cups that came out in your pre-shuffle, which is, I feel like you really put yourself to work. Like, I feel like you are just really working very hard as sort of a way to, heal your heart, as a way to heal in general. That work has been very healing for you. For some of you, you really may need to relax and take a step back from the work that you're doing. And then it went to the Page of Cups. And then it went to the Knight of Cups. So I think the Six of Cups came out in your pre-shuffle. It was all cups. And so it was like thinking about old love, thinking about past relationships, thinking about happier times, not really knowing, you know, should I reach out to someone, or if someone's been reaching out to you, you know, should I entertain that? Should I go forward with that? So there really may have been people trying to come back to you, or you really may have been feeling like going back to someone or something. It could even be related to your job, to old jobs, old careers, old companies that you've worked at, old friendships. This idea of like really reevaluating your relationships, which makes sense if that's an energy that you've been moving through, because this Libra full moon, Libra is about partnerships and relationships, and Venus is its ruler along with your ruler. So I was seeing a lot of that. And then I saw the Eight of Cups again. So it was like, I kept hearing Rihanna's work. And then finally I saw Judgment. So like an awakening. I saw Tower, Judgment, and King of Cups. So it was like this moment where you just like let it all come down. Like you just let the wall come down and had an awakening. And then the King of Cups came in, and he was, you know, and it's about healing and about mastery over all those cups, just kind of about mastering that energy that you were moving through. This is only going to resonate for some of you. Anyway, so the card that came out was Slow but Steady. And we see a turtle, a little bit of rain that's like helping things grow, and this like beautiful sort of smiling moon. Slow but steady. And that is sort of a Taurian energy. I mean, I feel like you guys, you know, I would link this into Virgo a little bit, Knight of Cups energy, planning, because that was the other message that I got for you guys, Taurus, was that you, through this process that I just spoke about, was that you kind of came up with a strategy, a new strategy about how you were going to deal with your relationships, with your business partnerships, in business, in all of it. That like you kind of had this awakening, a real time of reevaluation, and then an awakening, and then having like a strategy, which for me is it's an earth energy to have a strategy. Now, you know, the turtle is like such an old soul, right? And the turtle knows that, you know, it's protected in its shell, and that sort of feels Taurian. You know, you guys are you don't necessarily wear your heart on your sleeve. The heart's there, but you don't necessarily show it to everyone. And that, you know, the moon sort of representing the unknown, but the intuitiveness, moving with the cycles, knowing when is a time to go and knowing when it is a time to relax and nurture. So if you are worried that if you don't continue with all of this hard work that you've been doing, that somehow you're not going to succeed, you're not going to manifest, you're not going to be able to pay the bills, that taking this time out is going to set you back. The cards are saying, and Spirit is saying, you know, to balance it out, that if this is a slow down time, that it's okay, that this is just part of the cycle that you're in. This is the part of the cycle that you're in. And when, you know, in the Northern Hemisphere, it's going into spring where a lot of climates are getting a little more rain to, you know, nurture the earth so that everything can grow. Think of yourself like that too. You know, a little bit of this rain, the staying indoors more, or going slow, that the rain, maybe cloudy skies, a little darkness, is here for our growth, that it's here for our development. Cycles, I'm hearing cycles. Number 3 is a number of manifesting, linked into the Empress energy. 3 is about like building, co-creating, nurturing, growing, abundance, fertility. It's also linked into like Gemini energy, the third house being communication, you know, getting our message out. I want to see what the author says about slow but steady. Don't rush the situation. More often than not, divine timing and our own timing are not the same. When you try to speed up life, a life experience, a relationship, or even a project, you circumvent necessary experiences or lessons along the way that will contribute to a perfect outcome. Know that wherever you are in this situation, it's the perfect place for you to be. If this place is causing you anxiety, perfect. Now you can look within and ask yourself why. What are your fears surrounding this perceived delay in getting to where you want to go? What are your fears? What's the worst that can happen? What's the best that can happen? What if we removed the words best and worst and just let things unfold at their own pace without attaching judgment? Beautiful. And that is the lesson of the turtle. They've been on Earth for so long and they move so slowly. I keep hearing like the old tale of the tortoise and the hare and how the tortoise wound up winning. And the rabbit is the energy of like, go, 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 go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Like, you know, like Alice in Wonderland. Beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, sacred space. I love this for you guys. I love this. You know, in your home, you know, Taurus is a sign that does love the comforts of home. So really creating a sacred space within your home. Clear out some clutter if you're having this downtime. And, you know, create a space within your home, or if you are working within your office, if you're someone who works in the medical profession, maybe, you know, if you have the opportunity, even if you have a locker, like if you work in a hospital, to put maybe some crystals or just whatever your things are. If it's a statue of an angel, if it's, you know, a motivational picture that you print out, wherever you are, even if you drive for a living, if you're someone who's a delivery driver and you're still working, making your truck sacred, creating a space around you, even yourself, that you yourself are a sacred space. It's so helpful. It's so helpful. I mean, I think, you know, for me, like every place that I have, every place that I'm in is a sacred space for me. And I have a Venus in Libra, so I like to beautify everything around me. And it is so important. It's a place where you can go to find this inner peace, to find this deep sense of relaxation. To find this deep sense of relaxation where you can pray, you can meditate, you can just sit, you can listen to music, because I always see like a musical note within this. It's so funny. I see the musical note and then there's obviously a fire, like a flame there, that this will like reignite your passion. Because going back to these crystals, this tiger eye one does say passion, but just that the, you know, this flame, this like eternal flame that lives within us, reconnecting with that through having a sacred space. This could be in your backyard. Like I said, your garage. You could create a sacred space in your garage if you need to like get away from your kids or your family right now because you're all, you know, stuck at home together, which I don't think that it's stuck. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. So let's get to the tarot portion. We're going to use Light Seers Tarot by Chris-Anne. And I love this deck so much. It's like my favorite deck. And I'm just going to do one quick shuffle and then, because they've been pre-shuffled. And then we'll see what wants to come out for you guys. I'm not going to take jumpers for the tarot portion. I don't normally like to take jumpers for tarot. For Oracle, I will. And of course, now they're all going to jump. If something jumps like right out on the table, like over another card, then I might take it. See, I told you now they're all going to jump. Okay. And the first card out for you is the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful. So this is speaking to, you know, your pentacles, the things in the physical, the things you can see, feel, and touch, connected to equality, equanimity within a relationship, within your business partnerships, that there's an equal give and take right now. That you're not over giving or that you're not over receiving. If you have a lot to give right now, Taurus, this is also a nod to, you know, doing something for the community, giving back, giving charity. You can see both hands are out and one of them's receiving and one of them's giving. And there's sort of like a flow of energy between these pentacles where what you give is what you're going to get back. That's like going back to the divine law of compensation. That when we do give from a pure space, that it will always come back to us. It'll always come back. If you have been like really giving, Taurus, because I know that you can be very, very giving and very generous, and you're not seeing the return from that particular situation, know that it will come back in other ways to you. That is the divine law of compensation. It really and truly is. It really is. And especially with the nurturing card coming out, this doesn't have to be about money. You know, this really could be from an emotional standpoint, from what you're giving people emotionally, that maybe you're nurturing everybody else. And so if that is the case, you know, this Gaia card came in to say, like, Taurus, give back to yourself. Take care of you. Nurture yourself. It's about balance. And the full moon in Libra next week is going to be about releasing things, people, situations that are not in balance, that are not in harmony. So it's kind of perfect that that came out. Well, I'm not surprised to see the death and rebirth card, you know, with what's going on in the world. Death is all around us. Like, we feel like it's looming, right? If you watch the news at all, which, you know, I do put the news on, you know, a couple times a week. And I certainly, my ears are open. My third eye is open. So I do know what's going on. It's endings and beginnings. Taurus, you do have some 12th house activity coming in, or you've moved through 12th house. I know that there's some highlights in your 12th house of endings and beginnings. And so this is a time to really reevaluate what you want in your life and what you no longer want in your life. This Aries season going into Taurus season is a death and rebirth. You know, it really is. It's a time of transformation. In a few days, we have Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. That's on April 4th. And Jupiter is the planet of good luck and good fortune, expansion. Basically, it's going to expand everything that it comes into contact with. So it's a planet of higher learning, seeing the big picture. Let's see, travel, foreign lands, foreign people. And it's conjuncting with Pluto. So it does this every 20 years. And Pluto is the planet of death. Scorpio energy, that's what this is. Scorpionic energy, Plutonian energy. And so this idea that Jupiter is coming into contact, is coming into a conjunction with Pluto just in a few days, and this will play out. You know, the energies don't just go away. You probably are already feeling them, but it's like an expansion around the sort of purging of the things that are no longer applicable to our life anymore. It's a deep cleansing. It's letting those things like come up into our awareness so that they can essentially die and then be reborn into something else. So it's really beautiful. In your meditative session, which I didn't get into because I'm trying to keep these videos a little shorter, but I thought if the theme came up in the reading, then I would mention it. When I connected into the Akashic record, wow, that's funny that those two things came up. Okay. I saw a night sky. So when I was looking at the book for Taurus, Archangel Raphael was with me because I saw the green. When my eyes were closed, everything turned green for me. And I knew Raphael was with me. And when I went to open the book, all I saw was a night sky. I saw a vast, starry sky, like a void, like the possibility of everything. And then I saw somebody driving down a desert road at night under this night sky, stopping for gas along the way in the middle of the night, going on a journey. It felt more like a desert. There wasn't a whole lot of, of landscape other than just kind of flat and desert-like. And when daybreak came, what appeared was like this lush, fertile forest of like these super tall trees, just green, green, green. I could smell the green. Again, going back to like Raphael, Archangel Raphael's energy of emerald green. And there were just these trees, and this person was driving, and now in a totally new landscape. It was daytime, and the trees were like so huge, and I could smell them, and I was smelling green. I was seeing green. It was so interesting. So it's perfect that that card came up. This is a death and a rebirth time for so many, and maybe you're feeling it even more. Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful, you guys. Beautiful. Yes. I mean, this is life. This is abundance. This is growth and expansion, fertility, knowing your worth, knowing your value. This is manifesting from a place of relaxation. It doesn't mean she didn't work hard. She worked very hard to nurture everything around her, This beautiful earth energy coming out for you, Taurus. It's so beautiful. This is you. This is you. You have definitely been nurturing the things that you love and the things that you have been responsible for. Taking your responsibilities very seriously. And perhaps that's where this horse is coming in. You're looking for a sense of freedom. Perhaps there are certain responsibilities that have really been tying you down, weighing you down, and you're looking for a way to cope with that, a way to better manage that so that you can feel a little bit more free. Especially if people are relying on you. If this is your hand, Taurus, and these are other hands, there can be a lot of weight on you. And so perhaps you are looking to rebalance this dynamic. The Queen of Pentacles is looking at this Reaper of death and rebirth. She's looking at this energy with her eyes closed. Not that she doesn't want to see it, but that she's surrendering to it. She's surrendering to it. She's feeling it intuitively. And she is, like I said, in a state of surrender and relaxation. She knows she's going to be okay. She knows that those around her are going to be okay. She's very comfortable there. And she is just in surrender to receiving the energies, whatever those energies are. There's a sense of faith here. There's a sense of faith. Beautiful. You know, you're ruled by the bull. That's some strong energy. That's a beast. Like, that's some strong energy. It doesn't mean that you're not sensitive. That was another thing I was hearing, was that you wanted people to know how sensitive you are. That just because you're seen as this, you don't want I'm hearing beast of burden, carrying everything, the beast that works. There is a strength with you, and here it's coming out as a very quiet strength. It's a quiet strength. Four of Wands. Yeah, this is about your foundation. Your foundation. This is a card of celebration, and in the background with that tent, those 4 wands that are there, they represent like the 4 pillars of our life, the foundation of our life. Some of you could be getting married. Some of you could be getting married. But in any event, this is a place where we stop and pause and celebrate. We celebrate how far we've come. We celebrate that we started with the Ace of Wands, the initial drive, the initial inspiration, and then we made the decision in the 2 of Wands of what direction to take it to. And then in the 3 of Wands, we were sort of like manifesting and calling our ships in. And in the 4 of Wands, we've got our 4 pillars. So you have built something. You've definitely built something. And your guides want you to know that, you know, you can take this pause. You are allowed to take this pause. You can still do the things that you need to do, but to take the time to, I keep hearing time for you guys. Take the time to pause and have a little celebration. Now, if you're like self-isolating and you are, you know, alone, you're not around a lot of people, celebrate on your own. Have a dance party in your house. Break out your tambourine. Put your music on. I'm feeling music for you guys is going to be really helpful. This sacred space, like I know I don't read and write music, but I did, you know, I was in choir and things like that for a long time. But this just denotes, it denotes a musical note to me. So dancing, singing, putting music on, do like your little celebration dance, your happy dance, Taurus. Where's your happy dance? Make things a little more fun during this time. Maybe camp in your backyard, Taurus. If you have a tent and you have a backyard, maybe have a little camping party in your backyard. The Star. Wow. Okay. I love it. So this is Aquarian energy coming out. And Mars is moving through Aquarius right now. And I think this is like a really positive thing for all of us. Mars was in Capricorn for a while, and it was all about that work. And all the placements in Capricorn were showing us how we were restricted, and the harder that we worked, like we kind of felt even more restricted. And that's, you know, this freedom energy wanting to come through. That's the Aquarius energy. Here is the Aquarius energy. Even though I know horses are associated with Saggy, the Star is about like that hope. The North Star. It comes in, the Star comes in after we have gone through the Devil energy of that Capricornian like restriction and just get to work And, you know, no matter what our fears were, what our doubts were, we still had to plug away and work, and not a lot of time for rest. And then if there was, maybe we were just overindulging in alcohol or distractions. It could look like, you know, it could look different for everyone with the devil. And then the tower comes crumbling, and it's like the walls just come crumbling down. Something happens to, you know, to make us pause, to make us reawaken, to make us reevaluate. And in this case, it is this death and rebirth. And underneath that is the star. And that's where we do find our healing, our renewed hope for, you know, for what this next phase of our life, this new cycle of our life is going to look like. This cycle, see the spiral there and the moon speaking to cycles. The star comes in, you know, there's a million bazillion stars in the sky, that night sky that I was seeing in my vision, you know, and the sky that is in the face of this grim reaper. I don't think he's very grim though. We can call him the hope reaper. How about that? The hope reaper. Yeah, the night sky, the night sky. So there's billions of stars in the sky. And in the star card, it's like she's found her one star that's hers, that connects her into the cosmos, that shows her her place in the universe as being special and unique, purposeful, meaningful, beautiful. And she's connecting to it. And she's sort of like lassoing it in a sense, where she's wishing again. There's new wishes here, new hopes, new dreams. And coming into the Taurus New Moon on Earth Day, this is going to be you wishing upon your star, Taurus, your star, not someone else's star, not the star people tell you to wish upon, but your star. And it is a card of healing. It is. It's a card of deep healing. It's cosmic. You know, it's cosmic energy coming in. And like I said, with Mars moving through Aquarius, Mars is our action. It's the planet that helps us with our drive, our ambition, the movement that we're making out in the world. And it's moving through Aquarius, which is about the future, revolution, technology. You know, a lot of us are now kind of like using technology in our business because we had to. So some of you who are teachers, some of you who are just pick a vocation, are now taking it online. That's Mars in Aquarius. But it happened out of necessity because there was a tower moment, being this pandemic. This huge tower moment where now people, luckily Mars is moving through Aquarius right now because it's helping us to think outside the box, take our action into the future. What would our future self do 200 years from now, 100 years from now? What is the future of humanity going to be doing, you know, as far as work goes, how they're making their money in the future? It's going to be so elevated. It's going to be so different. And so this is really looking to, you know, innovation, innovative ways to, once you're done celebrating this foundation that you've built or that you're building, how to take that into the future in a whole new way. Not in spite of what's happening, you know, not in spite of this death that's happening, this breakdown of so many systems, but because you know that the game isn't over yet. Cycles, death and rebirth, the cycles of the moon. It's really beautiful. I love that the star card came out. Yeah, and at the bottom of the deck was the 3 of Wands. Again, just going back to more manifesting, like you're ready to start manifesting again. You might not know how, but with this star card coming out, you are coming up with very creative solutions that are very high-minded, like Aquarius energy is. Very high-minded, innovative, revolutionary. Just a revolutionary way of continuing to grow your empire. And one that will nurture everyone around you. One that is conscious of the interconnectedness of all things. The devil. Yeah, there's that devil energy that I was talking about. So this is just kind of like a confirmation and a validation from, you know, from spirit that there was this devil energy and the tower fell and, you know, and this star is here. You know, you're rediscovering your purpose, a new purpose. Now, this may be, you know, coming back to tempt you. This may be coming back to tempt you, right? These are the things that keep you bound. These are the things that keep you stuck. So there still could be some kind of wavering there, you know, the fears. It's very easy to fall into that. I totally get it. You know, it's all over the world right now. People are truly sick, and there are people dying, and the hospitals, you know, our healthcare system wasn't really equipped to handle this globally. So I think that that's this energy coming in. But because the Queen of Pentacles is above this devil, I don't see this energy having any power over you for very long, Taurus. I don't see this energy having a lot of power over you. That being said, because nothing is all good or all bad, right? Sometimes the devil can be a coach. Think about if you were ever on a soccer team, a tennis team, a swim team, a ski team. Think about your coach. Some of the best coaches that you had were the toughest coaches, the ones that really pushed you to do the work. And so this energy, you could be dealing with the Capricorn, could be an energy around you that is showing you as a guide, showing you how to stay practical, how to stay regimented, that maybe right now there isn't going to be a whole lot of running free for the moment. And this could be an energy that's actually there to help propel you further. It's interesting. Sometimes I do see the devil like that. Because nothing is all bad and nothing is all good. And as we were talking about in this card, kind of removing the judgment around that, you know, what's best and what's worst, right? So if this energy is coming in where there is some restriction or there is like deadlines that have to be met and you're really like still ruled by the clock, how to use that in your favor, how to sort of like not be in resistance to that and still be able to balance things, balance with the Six of Pentacles, how to still balance things. And keep growing, keep growing, keep it all growing. Knight of Swords coming in. So when the Knight of Swords comes out, it's a Gemini energy, okay? It is a Gemini energy. And Venus, your ruling planet, is moving into Gemini. I think today, actually, or tomorrow, okay? So Venus, another thing that's been happening is Venus has been moving through Taurus for like the last month. And that's really been highlighting your relationships, business partnerships, like all of that. It's really been highlighted for you and probably feeling pretty good, actually. that you've been able to kind of like add value into your relationships and be a leader in those relationships. Now, Venus is moving into Gemini, so it'll be there in your, I want to say your second house. I could be wrong. So this is about speedy communication, fast communication. You can see this knight, he is like running towards this motorcycle. He's being guided by this hawk or this raven. Like he's literally like kicking rocks underneath his feet. He's running fast. He's got the arrows behind him signifying the swords, and he's like ready to take off and ready to communicate. And so I think that this is Venus and Gemini coming in to say that there is going to be like a lot of communication, you know, use your words wisely whenever that comes in. Use your words wisely, especially if this is around partnerships, as far as business partnerships, family matters, all around like your pentacles, this giving and receiving energy, this equanimity and equality of giving and receiving, that you are delivering your messages in a way that that comes from like a heart space and a higher mind. Remember, you've got the star there. That's Aquarius energy, the higher mind. Just to be careful with your words, but that there is going to be a lot of communication coming in. A lot of communication. Okay. The star card is now at the heart of your reading. So everything's revolving around that. And the sun. Beautiful. Beautiful. You've got the star and the sun, Taurus. The star, the sun coming out underneath the star. So this is where like we know which star is ours. We know which star we are connected to in the cosmos. We know where we came from. We know where we came from. That's your star. And here's you, like in the light of day, connecting in with our star, with the star of Gaia. That's her star. As above, so below. That's her star. And you are connecting in with that energy. This is bringing abundance. This is bringing light to everything. Like this sun card will like obliterate this energy if it wants to. It will. It's like there's almost nothing more powerful than the sun card. It's that powerful. And any information that's going to be coming at you, any words that are going to be coming at you this month that may feel a little bit off-putting or harsh, if people are demanding something of you, you are going to be able to cope and deal with that just fine. You are going to be able to harness this energy. I mean, this is just, it's so beautiful when you see the progression from back there. Look at that. That's amazing. You know, there's a lot of major arcanas happening here. We've got, of the 8 cards so far, 4 of them are majors. So half of this reading is major arcana, which is suggesting and telling me that these are some bigger energies that are coming in. They are bigger energies. That fate is at play here. This card was going back to divine timing and divine order, that there is a divine order in your life happening right now. There is divine timing happening in your life right now. Like you can really connect in with that, Taurus. You can really go inward and perhaps even feel that happening around you, that the hands of fate are working with you. They're working for you. You've got, you know, 2 people here, the Queen of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. You are definitely this Queen of Pentacles. This Knight of Swords really could be Kind of like the people that you're dealing with, like that need something from you, that need answers from you, that need communication from you. Like they need it. They need it. That's what I'm hearing. They need all this stuff from you. You're going to be able to deliver it to them. Just remember, slow but steady. Take it one step at a time. One day at a time, one step at a time. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Passion, creativity, inspiration. And the Nine of Swords coming out under the Devil. So, regarding this Devil, this energy of the Devil, this is the shadow, you know, this is the shadow. This is the worry. As so many people are experiencing anxiety right now, you know, it's next to the sun. So anytime a card comes out that is next to the sun, it is sort of minimized, if that makes sense. Like I said, the sun can obliterate these energies, but it's there. It's there for you, Taurus. There's worry. There's anxiety, you know. The Nine of Swords is like, we just don't want to see it anymore. I can't look anymore. I don't want to see it anymore. It's too much. And that is this Devil energy, you know. This is what's going on in the world right now. It's affecting everybody. I really did keep hearing in the meditative session is how sensitive you're feeling right now. There were so many cups coming out in your pre-shuffle. It was all in the emotional realm, all in the heart space. It really was. So yeah, that's what this is. You know, it's worry, it's anxiety. There may be some sleepless nights. You know, just remember that this is who you are. This is who you are. You know, this loving, compassionate, nurturing, independent, successful. Everything she touches turns to gold and green. You know, she's got a green thumb, this lady, you know, with money, with things that grow, with plants and flowers and all of that, with her children, with her pets, with all of it. So this Devil, Nine of Swords energy, Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords, you know, it's separated by the sun. Just remember that. Like, the sun is coming in the middle of this. This is your positivity. This is your faith. This is your deep inner knowing that you are surrounded by light. That you are surrounded by light. That you are blessed by the cosmos. That you are connected. You're a child of the cosmos. And you are a child of Gaia. Both, you know. So I think we're going to pull one more card from the tarot as a sort of advice card, just a final message, a message from your guides perhaps, and see what wants to come out for you. Ten of Pentacles just popped out. That's beautiful. Which I'm not surprised. You know, the Queen, the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck is Temperance. We're going to take that too. So, my dear Taurus, have patience. Have patience. Slow but steady. Temperance is an angel. So first and foremost, when Temperance comes out, it shows me that there is a force at work in your life that is blessing you, that is looking after you, that is protecting you, first and foremost. Secondly, it speaks to moderation. It goes back to this slow but steady, patience, and also it is a balancing. You know, he is balancing water and fire, the sun and the moon, two very different elements. This angel of Temperance is alchemizing them. So it's like a transmutation of them, but, well, it's alchemy. And so he's working with these like almost dualistic elements and he's alchemizing them. So what does that mean? Well, it's creating something new from things that wouldn't normally seem to go together. So if there are situations in your life, for example, how would you alchemize these two, the shadow and the light? It's about like a balancing, going back to the Six of Pentacles, a balancing and a harmonizing of the shadow with the light. So both internally and out there in the world, you know, it's when Temperance comes in, it can also be showing maybe perhaps difficult situations or difficult people that come into our life to hold up a mirror to us, to see, to show us those parts of ourselves that still need healing. Star card, healing. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Temperance, it's definitely showing like this slow and steady wins the race. Having patience, not going too much in this direction or too much in that direction, like really staying balanced, nurturing yourself and relaxing again is going to be important. But this is about your legacy. This is about the ultimate stability, like the ultimate success in the physical, ultimate stability, having it all and being able to provide for everyone around you, being able to take care of the people that you love, leave a legacy. And it's going to require balance, moderation, patience, and being able to work with situations and people and in times that are both full of light and full of shadow. And that you being such a bright star, Taurus, that you're going to be able to alchemize those situations. And at the same time, knowing when it is appropriate, when it is needed to let go of certain situations, to say, okay, you know what? That's gotta go. That's gotta go. I'm allowed to cut that loose. That's gotta go. Discernment. So this is what your spread looks like. It's really beautiful. And we're going to put Temperance there and the Ten of Pentacles kind of there. Okay, I had one more deck that I wanted to get you sort of like I don't know, just an inspirational card for your last card. And that's from the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck. And that's by Kim Dreyer. She wrote and illustrated it. And this is a pretty cool deck. I don't use them a whole lot, but they're such great cards. And they're really simple and got a lot of good energy on them. So I'm going to get you one of those. And again, I've already shuffled them, but we'll do a quick one. I hope this resonates, you know. I never really know. Unless somebody tells me. It's hard to know. So one card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. One card, please. Spirit guides. Oh, I love this, you guys. I love it. And at the bottom of the deck, reach for your dreams. Spirit guides. I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. And you can see, you know, the color is obviously like connected into the third eye and the crown chakra here. And she is communing with her spirit guides under the light of the moon. And here again, we see phases of the moon. So this is the moon energy is very important for you over the next 2 months, Taurus. Don't forget that. So, you know, release at the full moon, set your intentions at the new moon, and then see what's ready to be released again at your Taurus full moon in May. Really paying attention to the moon cycles and your intuition and the messages that you're receiving from your higher aspects, from your highest self, from your angels. My nose is itching. So yeah, they really, really want you to connect with them, your guides. They really want to connect with you. And to reach for your dreams. I'm the creator of my own dreams and I achieve them with confidence. And she's kind of like a magician in a way. She's working with the elements of ether and matter. And it looks like a little sacred geometry there. Here's some more spirals and some more stars. Like this cosmic energy is really available to you right now, Taurus. It really, really is available to you. And then can we just do one more? Okay, so I have the energy oracle cards and just want to see what message wants to come out for the energy oracle cards. And who made these? Oh, Sandra Ann Taylor. She created the energy oracle deck. So let's just see. It's a very interesting deck. It has a combination of all different things. It's got archangels in it. It's got like almost like tarot kind of cards. It's got just messages. Like it's a really interesting oracle deck. So general, oh, okay. Indecision, number 8. Okay. Are you feeling a little bit indecisive, deciding which way to go, deciding which direction to go? Maybe that's why you really need to call on your spirit guides. Maybe that was coming, yeah, that was coming out to confirm that you really need to connect with your guides right now if you are indecisive. You know, the red robe that this person is wearing is connected into the physical world. So this is about like, you know, your physical, your home, your career, your money, could even be a relationship. It's a number 8. So that's linked into, you know, cosmic energy, the infinity, the lemniscate, and sort of like karmic patterns maybe. And we'll do one more. Oh, this is beautiful. You know, so Archangel Gabriel came out for you, and I'm so glad that you got an angel message. I really, really am. Okay, so today, I knew that Gabriel was around today. He wanted to come through. I didn't know which reading it was going to be for, but now I know it's for you, Taurus. This is like this teeny tiny little Gabriel pendant that I've had since 2006, really. Okay. So Gabriel is, he is the messenger of God. He is the messenger of God. He is the one that helps us with communicating. So if you are someone, like I said, with this Knight of Swords energy, where I felt like there was going to be a lot of communication that you were going to be having, and maybe there is some indecision about how to handle specific situations, don't worry about it. Like, call on this angel or know that this energy is with you, that is going to provide you the most high level way of communicating. communicating in a way where it's so high level that everyone will benefit from it. Throat chakra, this is the 5th chakra here. So this is going to activate your throat chakra, Taurus. And you may really need that if you're doing a lot of writing right now. If you're speaking, you know, just like I said, just having to communicate with a lot of people right now. Gabriel is going to give you the messages that you need to communicate with the world. And maybe this is just about you needing guidance around decisions that you're going to be needing to make, paths that you're going to need to take. Like, are you deciding which direction to go in? Are you going to like have an opportunity to change your career, change jobs after all this is happening? Maybe you're looking for new jobs. Maybe you're looking for a new city to live in. Maybe you're in a big city right now and this, you know, this whole experience has really shaken you where you're like, I'm moving out of the city, and you're deciding which direction to go. Gabriel is the messenger of God. Call on his energy, meditate on it, pray to him, thank him, you know, thank you, Gabriel, for revealing to me what I need to know. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to communicate my messages, you know, truthfully and with integrity. Like, whatever it is, if you have to write something really important, say something really important, or make important decisions, Gabriel is a wonderful archangel to bring in. He really, really is. He's so powerful. His energy is so beautiful. It's so loving. I see him surrounded, and a lot of people see him surrounded by a very, very strong, like, white and golden light, almost like the diamond ray. And he will really be there for you to help open up your throat chakra. And that, again, you know, that's going to help you to make the best decisions for your decision making. All right, my dear Taurus, so that we're going to end it there. I just really want to thank you for being here and for making this a wonderful reading for me and giving me the opportunity to provide you with these messages. I hope it resonated, and if you like it, please feel free to share it with anyone if you think that they might resonate with it, if it might help them. And I wish you an amazing month of April. And like I said, if your birthday's in April, happy, happy birthday. And let's do another one of these in May, okay? So I will see you all then. We'll do a birthday special, like a real birthday special for you guys. I love you so much, and I wish you nothing but the best. Take care, Taurus. Bye-bye.